think we're live. Hello. Okay, I think it's all live and working well. I decided to do a change of scenery today, and I'm sitting on the couch instead of upstairs because I feel like it. So it looks like it's working. I don't know if anybody's here yet, but hello, I'm here. So today I wanted to talk on the live stream about what I'm calling a miracle in my life recently. Um, it's going to need a little bit of backstory. So let me back up and tell you what happened when I was right after I left high school and I started college. When I started college, I ended up getting diagnosed with celiac disease. Some of you may know what celiac disease is. I couldn't eat gluten. My body couldn't digest it. I was getting very sick very often, and it was not fun at all. So I was diagnosed with celiac disease in 2010. So it's been 8 years now. The cat's over here too today. She's saying hi, I'm sure. Um, so I was diagnosed with celiac disease, and for 8 years, I've been so careful on what I could and couldn't eat. And then we moved to Montana, and I've still been so careful about what I can and can't eat. And I've been very, very good about making sure that I'm not eating things that would make me sick because I had the celiac diagnosis. Well, it turns out I had a bunch of surgeries that I had to go through this school year. Some of you might know some of this from social media, but I've had some surgeries, and after those surgeries, they decided to redo the celiac test because they wanted to make sure that it was the way it was supposed to be. So they redid the test. They actually redid it twice. The first time regular and the second time after eating gluten. They redid the celiac test because they wanted to make sure that it was accurate. Here's the thing. It came back saying I did not have celiac disease, and when I was eating the gluten for the second test, I wasn't getting sick from it. So I've been calling it a miracle. The doctors are like, we just missed something. We mistested, and you didn't have celiac to begin with. I'm like, well, I was getting sick from gluten to begin with, so I'm calling it a miracle because I was getting sick from gluten when I was diagnosed with celiac 8 years ago, but now I'm able to eat again because it's not celiac. The doctors have decided that it was maybe something else. They're not sure, but they say it's not celiac and I can eat gluten if I want to. So it's been kind of an amazing few months. This all has happened since January, which is why I'm really calling it a miracle. They redid all the tests in February and March and stuff, so it's kind of crazy. But I am totally calling miracle because, it's a miracle to me that I can eat regular food again without getting sick. So that's what I've been calling a miracle, and I just wanted to make sure I could share it with all of you because it's really makes a big difference in your life. For 8 years, I couldn't eat. When my family went out to eat, I couldn't go with them, or I had to bring my own food, or it just wasn't safe for me to eat out because even a little crumb on my salad would make me sick. And I was getting very, very sick from it. So the doctors are saying, well, maybe it was just a misdiagnosis to begin with. I don't buy that. If it was a misdiagnosis, there's no reason I would have been getting sick every time I ate something with gluten in it, as sick as I was. And now that they've said that it's no longer celiac, they don't know how or why or what happened, but I can eat again. And that's really awesome. I just wanted to make sure I shared with all of you because it's a miracle to me that I can eat food again. And what's even more miraculous, let me get a drink here. What's even more miraculous to me is that it has all happened since January 1st when I had my consecration. Everything has happened since then. I've been praying for years that I'd be able to deal with this better, and it finally is something that I don't need to worry about what I eat anymore. I still need to watch what I eat like a normal person, but I don't need to be afraid. Well, did you touch gloves? Or are you wearing the same gloves you wore when you touched something that had wheat in it? I don't have to be as scared to go out to eat. I haven't really gone out to eat much yet since I live in the middle of nowhere, Montana, but I had the first donut I've had in 8 years the other day at school, and it was just really nice to know that I could eat something and I wasn't getting sick from it. And it's okay to eat those things. So I'm pretty darn excited. Hello, Jasmine. Yeah, I've been really pumped about this, and I was thinking about making an actual video, like a filmed and edited one, but I wasn't sure that it was actually going to be that interesting of a topic to most of you. I know I'm totally calling it a miracle because I can eat food again, but yeah, it's just that's really what I wanted to share with you all today was that God works in wonderful, mysterious ways. I prayed for years to be able to eat food. I cried my eyes out when I couldn't eat, when I couldn't go to functions with my friends because I wouldn't be able to eat anything, when it was so hard to travel because I didn't know what I'd be able to eat. And now I can eat whatever I need to eat, and that's just awesome. Yes, Christine. Is it Christine? I hope I'm saying it right, Christine. Yes, it is totally a miracle. I have been praising God for it since I found out I could eat. I found out I could eat. If you remember a month ago when I took that break, part of that break was me trying to deal with I can eat food again and that kind of stuff. And it was just amazing to realize that God is so, so great. And my family is just astounded. They are so excited for me that I can eat food again. My dad is like telling everybody it's a miracle, and I'm like, I know it's a miracle. I'm totally calling miracle. So that's why I called this live stream what I did, which is I'm calling miracle because I'm calling it a miracle. It doesn't matter what other people think it is. The doctor's saying it's just, it just happens. I'm like, no, it's a miracle. So I'm calling miracle. And that's really all there is to it. Like, I am so thrilled I can eat food. Because celiac doesn't heal. That's the thing that is so amazing about it is when I was diagnosed with celiac disease 8 years ago, it was going to be for life. It was for life. It was a lifelong illness. It's actually technically considered terminal illness, I believe, because there's no cure. Eventually, you're going to die, possibly from celiac. So it's just amazing that I no longer have that. It's just amazing. Just the doctors are like, oh, your doctor in Wisconsin must not have done the right test. I'm like, yeah, he did the right test. I saw the results. So it's just amazing. I am shocked and amazed that God is so, so great. So I've been really praising God for all of this wonderful miracle of me being able to eat food again. I've been like celebrating by eating things like I went to the grocery store after Mass last night and got bagels because I haven't had bagels in so, so, so long. So it's just having food again. I really appreciate food. And part of that with my diagnosis back 8 years ago was they told me to limit my dairy. Well, I haven't been doing that for years because I like cheese. So I've actually stopped taking my lactate pills and I'm not getting as many stomach aches from dairy. So that's another really good thing. It's not as wonderful as the gluten, but I can eat regular food again and it's just kind of amazing. I do still have one food allergy that's really kind of severe, but that one doesn't bother me as much. I've had it my whole life and I know about it and I can deal with it. So yeah, God is so great. That's just where I'm at, and I wanted to share with all of you how absolutely wonderful God is, and He will answer prayers in His own way. I've been praying for the strength to just deal with my food problems, not being able to eat, not being able to go to events, or having to go and eat my own food. I've been praying about having to deal with that and for strength, and it's just amazing that God has answered this prayer in ways I never imagined. I never, ever, ever expected that somehow I would be cured of celiac disease, because there isn't a cure. There really isn't a cure. It's just prayer, and God works in mysterious ways, and no matter what the doctors say, I'm calling miracle, because to me, it's a miracle that I can eat food again and that I am able to eat. And like I said, I just wanted to share with all of you, so that's what I had for today, just to share with you how darn excited I am that I can eat food again. So thank you all for joining me. It was great to see some of you here. Showing me on my end that there's 5 of you here, so hello all 5 of you. I can see Jasmine and Christine for sure. So, okay, let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? I wrote notes and stuff's falling out of my notebook. I was writing things down in my notebook so that I'd have notes, but I didn't come up with anything else really today besides we're started the grad school semester again. It's currently week 3, week 4 starts tomorrow, so it's kind of like this whole next semester is starting, and I really love my professor this semester. I well, I love all my professors, but especially this semester, I really love my professor. I love the course I'm taking, so it's really a lot of fun. And I've been working pretty hard on some of that stuff. And I've also been trying to come up with some new idea types for videos, and I've got some ideas that I've been bouncing around in my head that I might try to play with in the coming weeks, and I just wanted to make sure to share that with all of you. Oh, and next weekend, I don't know, my schedule is going to be a little bit different, and I'm not entirely positive I'll get a live stream in. I'll do my best, and it might not be scheduled ahead of time. Like, this one was scheduled like 3 days in advance because I had planned on it, and I actually took the time to plan it before the day before. But I'm not entirely sure next weekend's live stream. I'm going to try to do question and answer next weekend, I think. So I'm going to be coming up with a list of questions. So if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in that live stream, please let me know either in the chat or in the comments if this is the replay. I'd love to have some more questions to answer because I've got a few that I want to go over and stuff that I've been asked recently. So if I don't see any questions pop up in the live chat right now, I might just call it a short live stream and thank you all for joining. Sorry, my allergies are just, I have seasonal allergies, you know, those wonderful things when the pollen comes out. Well, it goes up my nose and my nose doesn't like me, so that's what I'm dealing with today. But it's not contagious, so that's good. Okay, I'm not seeing anything pop up in chat, so I think I will see you all live next weekend, maybe for question and answer. If not next weekend, the weekend after. I've got some video ideas that I need to work on for this week and the coming weeks, and I am just thrilled that we're almost done with May. The school year has been a bit crazy, and so it's always nice to get a break. And this 3-day weekend is really wonderful with Memorial Day. Having that extra day of break is like, ah. So anyway, I will see you all. I'll have a video on Monday, tomorrow. So then I'll hopefully do a live stream next weekend. It might not be very long or very planned, but it will hopefully be a question and answer live stream. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will see you all then. God bless.